Hey friends, it's your guy, Oqui, the Wealth Maestro, and I welcome you again to this edition of Ace with Oqui, where we achieve clear excellence. Now, let me ask you a question that will hit a little deep. Who is shaping you? Is it a voice or just noise? Because sometimes we feel that we are being guided, meanwhile, we are being crowded. And this evening, we will be continuing with the concluding edition of the Mentorship Series. To run a quick recap, remember that we started with the first episode where we talked about the noise that tend to take you away from shape, that tend to get you out of position. And then in the second edition, we actually talked about mentorship, the voice that you need to let into your life. Yeah, we did all that, and I hope you've gone through. If you've not gone through, just get to my YouTube page, get to the Facebook page, and go through those two, because it would help you understand what we're going to be discussing this evening. And this evening, we'll be talking about mentorship myth and mistakes, right? We'll be talking about mentorship myths and mistakes. And I'm just going to be telling you a story about myself and my own mentorship journey. How I was able to go from the point where I didn't have a mentor at all and all the mistakes I made till where I am today, right? So I would want you to follow me very closely as we dive into today's edition, right? So, at first I started chasing mentorship. And I had this picture of a mentor being the Alpha and the Omega, one God that is sitting on a wisdom seat and is there dishing out answers to people's questions. And I have somewhere at the back of my mind that the moment I'm able to meet a mentor, voila, everything will run smoothly and everything will be great. But that was the first mentorship mistake that I made. And that mistake is that I believed that mentors have answers to everything, every single thing. But the truth is that they don't. They are not superhumans. They are human beings like you and I. People who have actually seen a little more, fallen a little harder, and risen a little wiser than you are. And they are ready to help you to grow and become better. Now, the best of them don't hand over answers to you. No, they show you a mirror. And with that mirror, you're able to identify yourself first and then begin to look out for those things that you need to work on and begin to work on them. Sometimes what they say could sting at first, but trust me, it will heal you at last. So I continued in my mentorship journey when I finally found one person I could say is my mentor. The next mistake I made, the next myth that I encountered was that I believed that immediately you get a mentor, that's a shortcut to success. I believe that the moment I got to meet the mentor, that I have everything all together. I believe that. And I thought my mentor would open doors for me, help me put a call across, and then introduce me to greatness. But no, mentorship is never a magic carpet that you run on. It's a compass. Like I told you in the last edition, it doesn't create the way. It only points you in the direction that you're meant to go, right? So mentorship points you to your own mountain, your own, not his own. But the climbing of that mountain is yours to do. So it doesn't actually give you answers to everything, or neither is it a shortcut to success. Number 3, still on my mentorship journey, someone was talking to me about an issue I had. I think it was about finance actually. And the person was like, you need a mentor. You can't continue making these mistakes as far as your finance is concerned. I'm like, no. That mentorship should actually be about career growth. It should be about if you want to get the next promotion, if you want to get the next job, and not making money and looking for how to spend your money. Why should I be looking for a mentor for that? But I didn't realize that mentorship is something that you require for every part of your life, right? Mentorship builds your resilience, it builds your clarity, builds your confidence, and actually helps point you in the direction of life that you require in every aspect of your life. So the best mentors don't just shape what you do, no, they also shape who you become, which is more important than what you do. A good mentor focuses on the things that you become and who you become. Now, I had a very will I call it a hilarious or funny experience. I started talking on radio when I was in my third year in the university. Yeah. And the day I came to the radio where I wanted to come and freelance, they weren't paying me, so I just came in to talk to them. They took me to the head of programs. He's an old man. So when I walked in and I introduced myself and told him what I wanted to start doing, the man was like, okay. What will happen is that I'm going to introduce you to someone who will guide you on how you're going to go about everything broadcasting. I was like, okay, no problem. That's fine. So after some time, he called in a guy, and it was just a young guy, someone maybe my age or a bit younger than I am. And I'm like, how would this be the person that will show me what I should do and how to grow as far as radio is concerned? I thought that this guy, this older man who is more experienced, should teach me. I didn't know that I was making another mentorship mistake, the fourth one, where I believe that a mentor should actually be an old person. But can I tell you the truth? That guy guided me. That guy molded me. That guy helped me. That everything I was able to do on radio is traceable to that guy. And I realized, ladies and gentlemen, that mentorship is not actually associated with gray hair. No, it's not. A young person could be your mentor. An old person could be your mentor. And I learned that lesson that day. I also, while growing and while going on, I told you about the financial mentor I got. Yes. I finally got a guy who was helping me with finances and giving me advice and ideas on finances. So one of the days he called me up and said, okay, I want to run something by you. I was taken aback. I'm like, you run something by me? You're my mentor, for crying out loud. And it happened that the guy knows that I talk about relationship and I deal with relationship issues on radio. While he's coaching me and mentoring me on finance, he actually himself needed coaching and mentorship on relationship. He was having some relationship issues. So we started talking about it and I was able to guide him on the things that he's meant to do. And it taught me another lesson, which was a myth that I had. That mentorship is supposed to be a one-sided thing. It's just coming from your mentor to you. No. There is an exchange that happens. It could be exchange of ideas. It could be exchange of energy. It could be exchange of whatever it is. But something must flow from you to your mentor at every point, because it brings about mutual growth. Mentorship is not about hierarchy. It's not about you're higher and I'm lower. No, it's about partnership, that today I am low and you're able to pull me up, and the next time you could be low and you pull the person up. Are you getting something this evening? Now, I also learned another lesson while I continued. Remember, I just told you now that my financial mentor needed an advice from me on relationship. It taught me another lesson, another myth that we have out there, that one mentor is able to take care of everything about you. No, that's not true. It's not possible. One mentor takes care of a particular portion of your life. Another mentor takes care of another portion of your life. It's okay. Some will not understand this other side. And can I tell you something else that you might fall into as a pit, right? You could see your financial mentor who is very good with finances. He's telling you how to be prudent and store your money so that you don't waste it. And then you see that he has an issue with relationship, for instance. He might be a womanizer. Yeah. And you go like, see you that is telling me about how to deal with finance is now the person I'm seeing in such a compromising situation. No, you shouldn't do that. You know why? Because it's handling an aspect of your life and giving you value in that aspect of life. So even if he's failing in the other aspects of life, who cares? Do you understand? You should not measure what he tells you about the aspects he's mentoring you on based on what is happening in another part of his life. Because if you do that, guess who will lose? You. You will be the one to lose. So you must at every point know that that mentor is there, but could have other things that he is requesting and requiring of you. So no one mentor fits every part of your life. It doesn't exist, right? I now found out something else in my mentorship journey. I always believe that a mentor should be someone that would come sit down with you and teach you and coach you and all that. But the person that changed my life as far as dressing is concerned, I met him in an elevator. Yeah. So we are going from ground floor to the 7th floor. I was stopping at the 7th floor. He continued to the higher floors. So I was dressed well. But we started talking. He just said something like, wow, you look good. I said, okay, thank you, sir. He now started, some persons do this and that, the other one and the other one. And those were mistakes that I make on a daily basis, just that I didn't make it that day. He started telling me different things about dressing. That meeting lasted for less than 3 minutes. But it changed my life as far as dressing is concerned. You know what it did? It opened up my mind to know that, hey, you need some more information about this aspect of your life. Isn't that what mentors do? They point you in the direction that you should go. It is now your responsibility to go in that direction. So, mentorship is not actually about the length of time it lasts. No. It's not about title also. No. It's about timing, that you're able to hit it at the right point, collect what you want, and off you go. Did you get that? Fantastic. Now, there is another myth that we have there. I like this. We believe that our mentor is meant to make us feel good. So, one of the days I really goofed. I did something, I can't really remember what it was. And my mentor was like, no, Oqui, that's below you. You can't do that. No, that's not how to behave. You don't do that kind of thing. If you really want to achieve this and achieve that, you must have to remain steadfast and disciplined in this thing. I felt bad. I felt really bad. I'm like, why? Who is it to talk to me in this manner? But that was pride coming in to steal the vital lessons that are meant to learn. And a lot of us have found ourselves in this kind of situation where we believe that our mentor is meant to make us feel good. So whenever he talks to you and you don't feel good about it, this thing doesn't make sense. Hey, but can I tell you the truth? A mentor is meant to stretch you. Yeah, because he needs to bring out the best in you. And there is no growth that happens without stretching. It does not exist. So he needs to stretch you for you to get to the level you want to get to. And then another myth that we have out there is that a mentorship is meant for elites. It's meant for people that are lost and not know where they are. No, it's a mistake that we make. Mentorship is meant for every human being that don't want to remain the same in their lives. Did you hear that? Mentorship is meant for anybody that don't want to remain the same. As long as you want a change in your life, look for a mentor. You need one, right? So that it will come in and point you in the direction that you're meant to go. And as you head in that direction, you get clarity, right? We believe that a mentor is actually meant to come in and remove every kind of stress around you. No, it does not exist. That's not true. That's not true. A mentor is not meant to remove the stress around you. No. You will have to become by yourself. Because the journey of life is the journey of becoming a better version of yourself. And nobody will be able to do that for you. So, all the struggles that you need to struggle to become disciplined, for instance, you will have to go through it. All the struggles you need to struggle to become consistent, you have to go through them, right? Whatever it is that you need to do to become who you are meant to be are things that you have to do by yourself. Your mentor won't come in to do those things for you. So there's no soft life with mentorship. The only thing that mentor is guaranteed from a mentor is that they can show you the pitfalls that you could fall into and help you avoid them if you listen. Because you can't live long enough to make all the mistakes in life by yourself. You need someone who has made some of the mistakes to show you and tell you, hey, avoid that thing, so that you don't jump into it and hurt yourself. I hope you got value this evening. So before we round off tonight, I just want you to pause and ponder on this. The question I asked before, who is shaping you? Are you listening to voices or are you listening to noises? Who is refining your path? Who is helping you become a better version of yourself? Have you become comfortable at the level where you are and you don't think that growth is necessary? That is actually delusional for you to think in that manner. You must have to, at every point, strive to become better, strive to grow, and become a better version of yourself. Like I said the other time, whenever you wake up and you stretch your hands and your hands are not touching the ends of the earth, it tells you one truth, that there is room for improvement in your life. So if this conversation has hit something in you, I want you to drop your thoughts in the comment section. You can ask me questions, you can send me a message, you can do me a DM, whichever one you'd prefer, right? Tell me, what is the mentorship myth that you had before, that mentorship mistake that you used to make? I want you to share with me. I would like to hear from you. If there's a question you want to ask, please feel free to drop your question and ask. I will be as willing as possible to answer your question. And if you're ready to grow in your relationship, in your business, in your life, I can actually walk the road with you. I am Oqui, the Wealth Maestro, right? I'm a certified life coach and a relationship coach also. So together, we will begin to build clarity and excellence so that your life will continue to shine brighter and brighter. Remember, the good book said that in the multitude of counsel, there is safety. So, if you actually want safety, why don't you give me a buzz? Talk to me and let's find a way around it. All right, so that has been it here today on Ace with Oqui, where we are trying to make excellence to become a lifestyle. Until I come your way again on Wednesday next week, remember to keep growing, keep glowing, and keep striving for clear excellence. Good night, and God bless you.